Russia's defence ministry says it is continuing to capture towns in eastern Ukraine. It says it's taken the industrial town of Kurakovy and the village of Dachensky. It says both are important logistics hubs. And Ukraine has launched a new offensive in the Russian region of Kursk. The incursion near Sudzha follows an assault there 5 months ago. Russia's military has played down the scale of the latest attack. In recent weeks, Moscow has been trying to squeeze Ukrainians out of the area with the support of North Korean troops. Meanwhile, President Zelensky has stressed that security guarantees leading to an end to the war with Russia would only be effective if provided by the US under Donald Trump. Our correspondent Will Vernon has been following developments from Kyiv.
It's pretty difficult to tell what exactly is going on, frankly, in Kursk region. Ukrainian officials, the Russian Defense Ministry and pro-Kremlin military bloggers all reported that Ukrainian forces had launched a fresh offensive in the area. And several of those bloggers said that this was a major assault and that it had caused some surprise, that it had some effect on the Russian forces, but that Russia had brought the situation under control. Now, we don't really know more than that yet. We haven't had any update from the Ukrainians. You'd expect by this time, kind of 24 hours or so after an announcement of the start of an offensive, if it were to be successful, then you'd get some indication that forces are moving forward, perhaps some settlements have been taken. We haven't had any of that yet, but obviously we're standing by for updates from the Ukrainians.
Yeah, meanwhile, Will, what are the expectations around how a new Donald Trump presidency is going to impact the outcome of this war?
Well, this is the big question, isn't it? And I think this is why we've seen Ukraine announcing the start of a fresh offensive, because President Zelensky very badly needs a victory here. The war is not going well for Ukraine, and he needs to demonstrate to his own people, of course, but also to the Western world, to Western countries, and most importantly, that incoming Donald Trump administration, that Ukraine still has the capability to mount an offensive and is still able to win, even if that victory is quite a small scale one. Here in Ukraine, obviously, there's a lot of concern about Donald Trump. This is a man who has publicly praised Vladimir Putin, who is skeptical about continuing support for Ukraine, but here. And now, why is that? It's because Ukrainians think of Donald Trump as someone who likes to do a deal, likes to get things done, someone who has pledged to end this war quickly. And the hope here in Kyiv is that as soon as Donald Trump realizes that Vladimir Putin is in no mood whatsoever to negotiate in any meaningful way, Vladimir Putin thinks that he's winning this war, then perhaps Donald Trump will swing his support behind Kyiv and flood Ukraine with weapons, allowing it to bring the war to an end quickly.